Hi, I'm Brenda Alfano, and welcome to Mortgage Mysteries, where I will be highlighting and solving the mysteries of local small business owners of South Snohomish County. My guest today is Lara Grauer, luxury portrait photographer. Lara, so happy to have you here today. Lara is a photographer of my headshots and as well as some other shots she did of mine. And I get so many compliments on those pictures. And it isn't because it's me. It's because of her photography. I'm telling you. The doctor's office, it's on my chart. And they're like, oh my God, your picture is so wonderful. So I tell them all about Lara.
It's all you.
So before we hear about Lara today, I want to pose my why question this week and get her opinion about that. So here's something that I've been noticing for about a year and a half. That people at stoplights are leaving anywhere from 1 to 3 car lengths between cars. I thought it was because they were distracted by their cell phone, but I look over, they're not. They're looking straight ahead. I'm like, why are they doing this? It makes getting off the light so much slower, and then we miss the green light. So I'm just curious, your thoughts on this?
I have no idea.
Have you noticed? You will now.
Well, not really, but I have to say, I think I have some weird depth perception problem.
Some people do.
Because I feel like I'm right up on someone's bumper, and then sometimes I'll look over to the reflection in the mirror on my or the windows on my right, and I am so far back. It's crazy. I can't even tell.
So maybe that is it. Maybe
they're like me, and their brain is misfunctioning.
Well, I don't know if that's misfunctioning. There's just everybody has a different perception. You know, we all are different. I have my nephew who is a firefighter. Well, now he is a captain, but I mentioned it to him because I thought he'd probably agree with me, right? And he's like, well, Brenda, I always leave at least 1 car length. I'm like, why? And he said, because if someone's going to rear end me, I want the room. So I was like, okay, I get the 1 car then. It's just the 3 car I don't quite get. But just a curiosity of mine, just nothing, not a big deal about it. But so let's get to know you and a little bit about your photography business. So How long have you been a photographer and how long have you had your own business? So those could be 2 different things, right?
Yeah. I've been a photographer officially since 1996.
Well, it was 1996.
That was the first time I got paid to do any photography work.
That's cool.
I started my business the first time in 2006, and then I moved to Seattle. I used to live in Chicago, so I moved to Seattle in 2007 and restarted in 2008. And I had kids, so it was part-time for a while, and it went full-time in 2016. So pick your year.
There you go. But that's important. That's good that you. So what made you want to go into photography as a business?
Oh,
what
a question. It was never intentional when it started.
That's interesting.
It was something to do, and people wanted to pay me to do what I did, and so I didn't refuse. But when I went full-time, it was sort of a side effect of my husband quitting his job, and we didn't know what would be next. And so we just decided to take the plunge, jump in with 2 feet, and go full-time. So I suppose that's the most direct answer.
Right.
My husband quit his job. So
there you go. And you already liked it, and
yeah.
And you're not an amateur at it either. So, I mean, you've definitely honed your skill. So what type of photography, if I can say that word, what type of photography do you specialize in?
I specialize in all things portraits. So I do a lot of headshots and personal branding photography. I do family portraits, high school senior portraits. I also do pet portraits, which is a lot of fun, working with mostly dogs, but occasionally I'll get a cat too. So it's a lot of fun.
So what would you say of that is your niche in that business? Because you don't do wedding photography, right?
I do not.
Because that's a whole niche in itself.
Mm-hmm.
So what in your type of photography, yes, we heard headshots and portrait, but really let's get a little deeper into that.
Sure.
What do you make it your world, your specialty?
My specialty. I could say, I mean, business-wise, I get the most clients in headshot and business-related work, but my specialty is really diving in and figuring out what it is that people are looking for and then making that a reality. So when a family calls me and they're like, I have this spot over my sofa that I want to put a portrait in there, I'll go to their house and check out their decor and learn a little bit about their style and their personality, and really try to create something custom, like exactly what they would want to see on their wall that also goes with the decor and looks nice and that kind of thing. So having that like specific challenge or request for something specific, I really, really enjoy going through that process.
So it's more like artwork.
Yes.
It's like artwork on the walls instead of just a picture in a frame that you bought at,
Exactly. It's custom designed from beginning to end. And I do the same thing for business owners. So when they call me wanting to promote their business, I'm asking them, who are your clients? What are we trying to achieve? What's your marketing plan? I really dig in. And so even in that scenario, it's very customized to exactly what they need. And
I would say that's definitely a lot more than a lot of photographers do from the different headshots I've had over the years.
Yes.
I mean, one gal, took it with her cell phone, right?
Yeah.
And she charged commensurate to that too. So it was not so bad. But at the time that worked out okay. But that's not what you're going to get with Lara. I can tell you that you're going to get incredible photography. But so you also, do you have any photography projects you do that brings you, extra joy?
Yeah, definitely. I just did a photo shoot of myself to celebrate my birthday. I think it's really important for people to come out of their shells and celebrate themselves for who they are, because every single client of mine has been special and unique in their own way, and they deserve to be celebrated and put on the wall in their home. So that's what I'm working on right now, because I want to do that for myself. So that'll be coming soon. But I also have a Model of the Month program where people can go on my website and apply to be a model. And it's a similar process where we dig in and find out what makes you tick, what's exciting for you, how do you see yourself, and let's make something cool out of that. So, that's really fun.
And that's what she did for me, because I don't like my picture taken at all. She knows that. That's why I say about my pictures, like the fact that it turns out okay is amazing, because I don't like it. But I did sign up for Model of the Month and she did pick me. And interestingly enough, it's about the fact that I love mysteries, right? And we played on that, and it was so much fun. I got to wear a fedora and just have a different look, and I didn't have to be me. I could be the character I wanted to play. It was so much fun. I really enjoyed it. So I recommend to you, if that's something you would want to do, that it's a fun experience to get to be somebody else for a shot, and then have some great pictures afterwards if you want them.
Yep.
So, So how do you feel that, let's get into your mysterious side. So what do you do besides photography? Well, photography is a lot of fun for you, I know.
Yes.
But what's your other passion or hobby or interest?
This is always a hard question, but the other thing that I do a lot of is helping photographers learn how to make money at this type of work. So I am really kind of a numbers geek. I like to jump in and figure out how to make your business profitable, find out if you're losing money, making money, and also understanding how to relate to people so that you can have more confidence. I know that's something that photographers struggle with a lot, and other creative businesses. So I really, really enjoy helping people on that journey. And it's not exactly a hobby. It's a thing that I do that's in my professional life.
Right.
But I spend a lot of time doing that. I really enjoy networking and talking to people. So I'm just a business-minded person.
Right. Well, it's interesting to see. It's always interesting to me to see someone who's both creative and pragmatically numbers oriented as well.
Yeah.
My best friend is like that. She's a musician, but she also is a bookkeeper, and she has that same. And you don't get that a lot. So you're getting a very well-rounded person with Lara. Let me tell you, you're getting everything because she's incredibly creative. You come up with some great ideas all the time. So it's so fun to have you, Lara. I mean, thank you for being here today and sharing both sides of you. And thank you all for being here as well. Please like and subscribe. And if you want to know any other information, look up curiousbrenda.com. And take care. And until next time, be curious. Bye.